Tuesday morning in the Isle of Spice. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and thank you. Thank you very much for joining us on Good Morning Grenada. It's Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022. Thank you very much for waking up with us. Classic 105 and, of course, Hot 98. Gary, Mr. Smooth, is on the inside. Good morning, Gary. You hearing me? I'm fine. You hearing me? If you hearing me, I ain't hearing you. On mute.
I mean,
there we go. There we go. Nice.
I tried to take the because you walk.
Listen, as long as we're able to fix it, so be it.
Yeah.
All is well on this good morning?
All is well, man.
You sure?
Grateful to be alive.
Amen. Amen and amen.
You know, you got to give thanks.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
it is a good one.
That is what it's all about.
Exactly. You had a peaceful and restful night, I hope.
Restful and peaceful. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to check.
Yeah, I realized I had to think about it.
Yeah. You know.
I realized I had to think about it, but at least the answer was in the affirmative, so I'm grateful. Thank you very much. You? Yeah, man, mine was peaceful and restful as well. Yeah, peaceful, restful.
Stuff,
yeah.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. So good morning and thank you. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada. We're going to take a quick break, pay some bills, and when we come back, we have much more for you. We're starting this Tuesday on a positive note. Stick and stay. Good Morning Grenada. We'll be right back.
Have you heard about the new Softweave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Softweave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Softweave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
And we're back on the inside. Blossom, Gary, Mr. Smooth. Thank you very much for joining us and starting your Tuesday. Yes, you're Tuesday off with us here on Classic 105 Hot 98. We are back. Good morning to all the folks joining us on the GBN Grenada Broadcasting Network's Facebook page, the GBN Production YouTube channel, the website www.gbn.gd, GBN TV channel 7, 11 and 20. Good morning to the loyal listeners of Classic 105 and Hot 98. For those of you on YouTube, for those of you on Facebook, share the live, share up the thing, as Gary does say, share up the thing, hulk up the views, hulk up the views, hulk up the views. And thank you for starting with us here on Classic and Hot. All right, we getting straight into it. We don't like to stick.
I can't hear myself. Hold on.
Well, I'm hearing you.
Am I being heard?
I'm hearing you.
You hearing me?
Yeah, man.
Good.
Yeah. You hearing yourself now?
I want to make sure. Yeah, man. I want to make sure everything is compensated.
Yeah, I agree. We got to make sure everything is right to better serve our viewers and listeners. So let's get straight into it. A reminder that we need to be careful, cautious, mindful of our COVID-19 situation. I haven't seen a new dashboard since the one for Friday night. But as of Friday night, we had just over 400 active COVID-19 cases over the last 2-3 days. I'm not sure how many we've added, but I am positive that we have had new cases over the weekend.
Well, I heard the health minister, the CMO, spoke about the possible uptick in COVID cases in the weeks and months ahead.
Yes, and I think this is based on the trend that has been happening and what's to take place over the next few months. It has already started with our social activities picking up pace. Just Sunday alone, we had 2 activities in the north and the east of the island. Just Sunday alone, so that's an indication. We have more activities coming up this weekend. We're getting into Spice Mass 2022. A lot of people want to make up for what they've missed for the past 2 years. So there'll be a lot of things taking place as people try to get back into what is the new normal. So as we mix and mingle, COVID-19 is expected to continue to spread.
And there's another clip that I'm going to share with our listeners. That's from the minister during the official launch of Spice Mass
Minister of Culture, Yolan Bain Hosford.
Yes, she made one or two pronouncements or possibilities with regard to this whole COVID situation. So we're gonna get deeper into that a bit later on this morning.
Yes, we will. But first, let's get into the word of the day. That's how we like to start. A little education and a little reminder for our viewers and listeners. Word of the day time. This morning's word of the day is piggyback. Piggyback. You all know the word piggyback. It's spelled Piggybback. It's one word. Piggyback. And it is a verb. The verb piggyback means to set up or cause to function in conjunction with something larger, more important, or already in existence or operation. It can also mean to function or be carried on or as if on the back of another. So those are 2 meanings of the word piggyback. To set up or cause to function in conjunction with something larger or more important or already in existence, or it can also mean to function or be carried on or as if on the back of another. Like when you give the kids a piggyback, or if you're holding an activity to piggyback on something that is taking place. Those are 2 meanings of the verb piggyback. Let me give you 2 examples. One example, the legislation is being piggybacked on another bill. Another example, the relief pitcher piggybacked off the starter and won the ball game. That's this morning's word of the day, piggyback. Piggybback. Piggyback, a verb which means to set up or cause to function in conjunction with something larger, more important, or already in existence or operation. And it can also mean to function or be carried on or as if on the back of another. That's this morning's word of the day. See if you can use it in a sentence.
Yeah, man.
Yes. And Gary, you can get straight to thought of the day.
Thought of the day. Very often, you may think that walking away is a sign of weakness. You are afraid of looking weak. When you walk away, because you will no longer tolerate a person or situation. It is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength.
Amen. I agree.
Yeah, man. Walk away.
I agree. Live to tell the tale.
Live to tell the tale.
Yeah, live to tell the
You got
tale.
nothing to prove.
Amen. A lot of times we feel we had to show we big and we bad, but you ain't gotta. You ain't gotta.
No.
Live to tell the tale. Walk away and live to fight another day. I like it.
Live
That
to fight
shows
another day.
greater strength and greater self-control. Yep, I
That's
agree.
right. Too many youth men out there figuring that they are less of a person, less of a man. If they walk away. And
Unfortunately.
you don't have to stand up and fight all the time. Sometimes it's best to... Some fights are not worth fighting.
Facts. I like it.
Yeah, man.
I like it a
Some
lot.
fights are not worth fighting.
I like that. Some fights are not worth fighting. I like that. I'll use that. I like it, Gary. Big up yourself. Yeah, man.
Go. Yeah.
All right. Did you know that a day on Venus is longer than a year on Earth? Did you know a day on Venus is longer than a year on Earth? It takes
I think I
Venus.
missed that, man. I missed that in class.
Me too. It takes Venus longer to rotate once on its axis than to complete one orbit of the Sun. That's 243 Earth days to rotate once, the longest rotation of any planet in the solar system, and only 224.7 Earth days to complete an orbit of the Sun. Some fun facts. We're all learning on this Goodly Tuesday. A day on
Ain't that
Venus.
something, Ain't that something?
Longer than a year. Yep, so while we sleeping and waking a few times and going through Independence, Easter, Carnival, maybe even
Venus
Christmas.
taking the merry time to just come
Venus
through that
stealing
day.
money. Venus stealing money.
I tell you.
I like that. A day on Venus is longer than a year. That's some interesting information this morning. So kids, there you have something for science class this morning. I know y'all are returning to school after a long weekend, so there's something for your science class. Tell the science teacher, Miss, did you know? I could just see all this showing up. Bless up all this up. Tell them Blossom and Gary taught y'all that this morning. Yep. Let me see. We have just enough time for tip of the day, health tip of the day. Gary, go ahead.
Health tip of the day compliments our friends at Mitchell's Health and Wellness, the pharmacy, where your family's health is our business. There is a cycle of happiness that you must keep in mind. 10 scientific ways to be happy. It starts with, of course, meditate. Rewrite your brain. So when you get up in the morning, or anytime during the day, just meditate, man. All right? Then plan a trip, but don't take it. I ain't get that one. You get on, Blossom?
If I plan a trip, I go in. I idle it.
but don't take it.
I idle it.
Anyhow, and maybe fake it till you make it. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Spend time with family and friends. Move closer to work. I don't know what now.
Neither me.
Go outside, especially at 30.9 degrees Celsius. Practice smiling. Sleep more. Practice gratitude. Help others 2 hours a week at least. Exercise at least 7 minutes. And I suppose that's daily. But 10 scientific ways to be happy, family. Yeah.
Okay, let me see. I can get on board with about 7 of them.
Yeah, some of them they are
Yes.
like
Some so you see the part about moving closer to work. I'm promising when I leave GBN, I leave
all
GBN.
away from work the better,
Yes.
within reason.
Plan a trip, but don't take it. No, that's just taking up time that I could have been, say, meditating or spending time with family. And
I
it's,
don't know, I guess it gets you excited without even being on a trip, you know what I mean?
that would just hurt my feelings when I realized I planned a whole trip to Italy and I can't even reach on the Morris Bishop Airport. And you see the exercise part. Listen, don't judge me.
Yeah, well,
But
hey, we ain't judging.
yeah, look at me. Look, do I look like I exercise? No.
We ain't judging.
This body doesn't know anything about exercise.
We ain't judging, oh.
Yeah, don't judge me. Oh,
We've
great.
got time to jump inside of the riddle of the day, Blossom
Yes. The riddle. Let's get to the riddle. The riddle. I sleep by day and fly at night, but I have no feathers to aid my flight. What am I? I sleep by day and fly at night, but I have no feathers to aid my flight. What am I? Think about it. Meditate.
Sounds like
ruminate.
A poem to me, eh?
Yes, I like it. I like the rhyming. Meditate on it, and when we come back, we're going to give you the answer and see who this morning's winner is. We're going to... You know what? Let me not promise a picture thingy, but send us a voice note and the picture just in case. I need to make sure Master Control could facilitate, because we were Zia this morning. And Zia, it's tough for Zia, but don't worry, sister. Blossom gonna work with you. But send us the correct answer in a voice note as well as your picture, and then we'll see where we go from there, right? So think about it, and when we come back...
Don't forget the riddle of the day comes to you courtesy of our friends at Sleepy Diapers. Always for better, the all-natural, all-organic, 100% cotton and bamboo fiber diaper. So the winner gets a packet of Sleepy Diapers.
Amen. Amen. So stay with us. It's Good Morning Grenada on Classic 105. The morning edition of news is next. For those of you on radio and those of you on our visual platforms, we bring you highlights of last evening's newscast. We'll be right back.
And thanks so much for joining us this evening. I am Krista Campbell. Honoring the court ruling and paying pension to public workers was the dominant message from the trade unions at this year's May Day celebrations. Amidst that large crowd of public officers at the National Stadium on Sunday, union officials took the occasion to press the ruling administration to pay the pension and avoid time wasting. Christina John has been following May Day celebrations and filed this dispatch.
Isaiah chapter 10, verses 1 says, and I quote, "Woe to those who enact evil statutes and to those who constantly record unjust decisions." Proverbs chapter 28, verses 15, "Like a roaring lion is a rushing deer, is a wicked ruler over a people."
President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, Labour Minister Peter David appeared very composed as the punches were thrown blow by blow. Without mincing words, the Grenada Trades Union Council sent clear messages to government.
We are letting them know that we are standing at attention, and no government, no committee, no social partners, nobody is going to run us over our constitutional intervention. This NLP administration doesn't love teachers and public officers. They are trying everything in their power to deny workers of their benefits.
The GUT president was fired up as he spread the cards on the table, repension benefits. He says they will not budge, referencing other NGOs that he says offered no support during their struggles.
GULP, whoever, it is not for us, is against us. And the social partners, the church, the Chamber of Industry and Commerce, they should be called the NNP partners. They caused union to call industrial action in 2018 for pension restoration. Our salaries were that. They never supported us in pension. Today, ladies and gentlemen, the court ruling are in workers' favor. They come back and decide again to regulate it now. Tell them the Grenada Union of Teachers say, no way.
The GTUC is not settling for a pension committee and wants the pension payment to begin.
We're looking for the government to show good faith to Grenada and to the public workers to start paying pension immediately. It is an inescapable liability and the court is clear in its ruling.
And Grimes, president of the Public Workers Union. In his remarks, the Labour Minister, Peter David, indicated that government have been emphatic but maintains their position that dialogues must be held.
Government knows that there are no gains without struggle, no advance without struggle, indeed, not a day without the struggle. You are gathered here today to celebrate a proud history of struggle and significant gains on behalf of workers. And I stand here today in both admiration and solidarity. You know I might be regarded as an eternal optimist, but I remain hopeful that there is a juncture where we will cross on that road on the destination where indeed workers will be at the forefront of building a more just society.
This year's May Day rally was held under the theme Promoting Workers' Unity, Consolidating and Advancing Gains in These Challenging Times. Chrislina John, GBN News.
And we thank Chrislina for that. The pension restoration ruling continues to gain mileage, especially following Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell's national address this week. During GBN's Election Watch program, the question of how to handle the pension payments was addressed.
If it was you, Mr. Burke, as leader of the party, as Prime Minister, how do you play this out in your mind?
This question was posed to former political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Nazim Burke, by host of GBN's Election Watch program, Joseph Kador, on Wednesday. Burke, who is a former finance minister, in response, said the pension issue must first be quantified.
Now, the Prime Minister made an announcement, first of all, saying that it was going to cost $1.2 billion a couple of weeks ago. And last night he said $465 billion, $1 million, I'm sorry, yeah? I don't know if next week he's going to say 270.
He reiterated the magnitude of the pension payment must be determined, taking into consideration the categories and number of workers affected.
So once you know who we are talking about, who are the persons, how many persons are affected, and what are their entitlements, yeah? Then, of course, we can begin the question of discussing how to pay them.
The former finance minister welcomes the 3-month period, which he hopes a secretariat or office can be installed to verify and calculate the numbers.
If we know who is owed, and we can set up a system within the ministry or elsewhere, or secretariat or elsewhere, where people would know exactly that they can log into some kind of a portal, they can identify what the government is saying they owe, they can clarify with the administrators, and everybody knows who is owed what.
Buck believes this will begin the solution as negotiations on how government will pay following the module developed.
Don't forget that in the meantime, interest is accruing on these monies. So the government may well decide, look, instead of having to pay 6% interest on the monies that I'm owing, I'm going to borrow some money and perhaps use it and borrow it at 3% interest, save some money, save some interest charges, and use that to start paying some of the persons. I may have to pay in priority. There's a lot of money in the banking system. I may have to borrow monies from the banks at lower interest rates. I may have to pay in priority. I may have to say, look, instead of me giving you $100,000 now, I don't have $100,000 now. What about if I give you $40,000 in cash and you take some bonds, which you are going to be able to cash in 10 years from now, or 15 years from now, or 5 years from now?
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
And while members of the labor movement took time to reflect and make a case for the payment of pensions, other persons were out and about at various activities around the island. Some vehicle owners kept traffic officers busy with reports of a spate of accidents. On Sunday morning, a vehicle flipped into a residential property at Munjulu. Several reports indicated that it was hit from behind, and the impact of the crash sent the vehicle spinning out of control. Reports say that the driver escaped with minor cuts and was taken to hospital. One person who was at the scene said that no one was injured. There were also reports of accidents in other areas, including Busheju and Kalivini. When contacted this afternoon, a police official said while there were reports of injuries, there has been no loss of life. The police continue to urge drivers to exercise caution and to drive with other road users in mind. There have also been calls for persons to avoid driving while under the influence of alcohol. An upsurge in COVID-19 cases could cause some adjustments to Spice Mass 2022. The warning comes from Minister for Culture, Yolande Bain Horsford. She sounded the warning at the festival's official launch.
Ladies and gentlemen, It gives me great pleasure now to declare Spice Mass 2022 officially open.
And it's official. Spice Mass The Return has been launched. Following a 2-year hiatus, all aspects of Carnival are back. Calypso, Soca, Pan, Queen Show, Jab Jab, Parade of Bands, among others, with added features. The Spice Mass Corporation revised its initially announced scaled-down version of Carnival after government removed COVID regulations on April 4th. Acknowledging that Grenadians must learn to coexist with COVID, Culture Minister Yolan Bain Horsford noted that it will not be at the expense of losing others and cited the need for constant monitoring.
Should there be a surge in cases, we may need to adjust the plans for Spice Mass as necessary. This includes cancelling Carnival. In the national interest, if the risk is high enough to warrant such. As a government, we must do what we can to protect the citizens of this country, because protecting lives and sustaining livelihoods is of utmost importance to us.
Proper planning, she adds, augurs well for the success of Carnival, and so expressed thanks to all stakeholders involved.
Countries around the world have recognized this and have made the necessary changes to their protocols. Here in Grenada, we must do the same and not to be left behind. We must take steps to get back to enjoying the things that we used to do pre-COVID. Furthermore, we must gradually get the economy back to where it was, and to do so, we must spur economic activity. One of the ways to achieve that is through Carnival, but there must be a balance.
Addressing hundreds who attended the festival's launch at the National Stadium, the Culture Minister sees this as the time where much revenue is generated.
What is noteworthy is the impact of Carnival on the economy, which is tremendous and must not be understated. Many visitors come to our shows to have the Spice Mass experience. Some of our nationals abroad also visit during that time. Therefore, the months of July and August are usually very good months of revenue collections for the government due to the increase in economic activity in the country.
Ambassador and Chairman of the Spice Mass Corporation, Ali Gill, says their intent for the next few years is to create a carnival that is world-class and urge everyone to play their part through participation. The launch was also marked by a moment of silence to recognize the contributions made by cultural icons that have passed due to COVID-19. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Welcome back. The Caribbean Examination Council, CXC, has extended the start of this year's CSEC and CAPE exams by 3 weeks. We get more in this report.
The extension of exams this year by the Caribbean Examination Council, CXC, follows weeks of lobbying by stakeholders for the regional exams to be pushed back. CXC Chairman Dr. Wayne Wesley made the announcement during a press conference by CXC on Wednesday.
Members of Council reviewed and reached a consensus on the recommendations for CXC's Schools Examination Committee on the strategy for 2022 regional examinations. After careful deliberation and consideration of all the pertinent issues, Council agreed that the revised strategy for the 2022 regional examinations shall be as follows: a delay in the sitting of the regional examinations by 3 weeks.
Dr. Wesley explained the effects of the decision to grant the extension.
The Council recognizes the impact of COVID-19 on the education system in general, and more specifically on the schedule of CXC's regional examinations. This will provide candidates with additional time to prepare for the examinations. Therefore, examinations will commence on Monday, the 23rd of May 2022, and the results projected to be released in late August or early September.
For school-based assessment or SBAs already submitted, because the extension allows for more time, Dr. Wesley said it is up to the local registrars to assist students who wish to recall and put more work into their submissions.
Extension of the submission of school-based assessment from the June 30, 2022 by a further 2 weeks. Submission SPAs that have already been submitted would perhaps still be with the local registrars, and then they will have to manage how they treat with that process, because they will handle that process at the local level. As to whether or not the student then would therefore have the option to either recall their SBAs and have them modified as they see fit, as long as the final grading for that SBA is not uploaded.
Exams were set to get underway on May 2nd, 2022, but now have been deferred to May 23rd, 2022. 105,078 candidates have registered for a Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate or CSEC exams this year, 25,429 for the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination or CAPE, and 4,736 students for the Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence, CCSLC.
Thank you, Beverly. Health officials continue to advocate for the use of COVID-19 protocols as active COVID cases on the island has been growing gradually over the past few weeks. Here is more in this report from Rena Perth-Thomas.
The Ministry of Health recorded an additional 54 new COVID-19 cases, bringing the total confirmed active cases on island to 380. Since the removal of all mandated COVID-19 restrictions on April 4th, Grenada's COVID-19 cases continue to increase. The general public is constantly reminded to protect themselves despite the need for normalcy. Chief Medical Officer Sean Charles, in his latest appearance at the government post-cabinet briefing, reminds Grenadians to continue to wear their mask and practice other personal protective protocols. He says this is not a time to be laid back and relax, as the virus is very much alive.
We want the Grenadian public in particular to be aware that cases locally will increase as a result of low adherence to the public health preventive measures and the increase in the number of social interactions that are presently occurring. Now, the mandate was removed, meaning that by law, you do not need to do it, or you do not have to do it, or you will not be penalized for not doing it. It does not mean that you have to abandon it, because it is important that you practice these prevention measures to protect your own self.
According to the Ministry of Health's latest COVID-19 dashboard, Grenada has recorded 14,629 confirmed cases and 14,029 recoveries since the initial outbreak of the COVID-19 virus 2 years ago. 7 individuals are presently hospitalized with the virus, with 2 severely ill, while the recorded death toll is 220. So far, Grenada has administered 87,861 doses of vaccine, with 33.7% of the total population fully vaccinated and 4.7% partially vaccinated. For GBN News, I am Rena Perth-Thomas reporting.
And we thank Rena for that dispatch. Staff and patients at the Richmond home have one more reason to smile. They are to benefit from more than $7,000 of supplies. These have been donated by the Grenada Nurses Association. The details in this report.
Residents of Richmond Home were gifted with much-needed items that will be used to enhance their stay at the facility. The items accumulate to roughly $7,500 and were donated by the Grenada Nurses Association in the U.S., also known as Grey Carpet Nurses. This is just one of the many contributions made by the association to Grenada during its more than 40 years of existence. Laurel Brisson Jordan is one of the founding members of the association.
So we like that they be put in good uses for the patients in fulfilling the needs of all the patients that will use it. The approximate cost of all the supplies that you see here today is like $7,500 US. And it consists of diapers, chucks, sanitary napkins, gauze, tape, gloves, male and female underwear, slippers, clothes and t-shirts, bathing soap, soap dishes, toothbrushes and toothpaste, toothbrush holders, washcloths, bath towels, deodorants, lotions, masks, hand sanitizers, and sanitizing wipes, and maybe other things.
According to Derek James, head of the Office of the Diaspora in Grenada, the association played an integral role in Grenada's fight against COVID-19.
I know for years they have lost members of their own during COVID time, and even despite of that, they continue to help in Grenada's recovery. They also not just in donation, but also help in terms of knowledge that they have given to Grenada from the Nurses Association. We want to thank them for the continued support, and I know not just the nurses, but all Grenadians in the diaspora who love to contribute to Grenada, who want to give back.
Senior nursing officer Paula Lessie, who accepted the donation on behalf of the home, thanked the organization for its contribution, saying it will go a long way in assisting residents.
On behalf of Richmond Home for the Elderly, the staff, residents, administration, we thank you for your generous contribution, and I can assure you that the residents will make good use of it, because most of the items I've seen is for their usage. So again, I say thank you.
The handover ceremony took place on Friday morning at the Mongay Hospital. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN ISOR lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISOR is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better.
You're really up for the wetting, like an alarm clock when you set it, Miguel.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada on this terrific Tuesday morning. Those of you, whichever platform you're using, want to hail up at this point our regional and international viewers and listeners, whichever part of the region you are, whichever part of the world you are. A spicy Grenadian 473 morning to each and every one of you. Let me see if I can name 5 regional countries. Trinidad and Tobago. I'm going to hail up Guyana this morning. Barbados, our neighbors, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and then Dominica. Good morning to residents and nationals of those 5 islands. And then bigging up our international viewers and listeners. Let's hail up this morning the Philippines, Thailand, Bangkok. We're going to hail up our viewers and listeners in France, and our viewers and listeners, our viewers and listeners in Ukraine. Good morning. Bless up all yourselves. It has been a tough few months for our folks in Ukraine. It doesn't seem like it'll be letting up anytime soon, but hopefully everything would get back to quiet in short order. Gary on the inside. Hold on, Gary ain't ready for me yet, so let me continue to heal up my people. Bless up all yourself. For those of you on the Facebook, share the thing. Hulk up the views, share the live. I see 3 people have shared it so far. There are still some of you who haven't shared it. Good morning, Oswin, Kipling, Ingrid, Yolan, Sylvina, Veronica.
Yeah,
all right, here they know. Albert, Beverly, good morning to all our viewers and listeners, whichever platform you're using. We on the inside. We on the inside. I think that'll be the slang for good morning. We on the inside.
Yeah, man, we inside.
We inside. Riddle time. Remind me to give you a joke.
We have any winners?
Yes, we do. Remind me to give you a joke about Zia. Yes, Zia, I'll be putting you on blast this morning. No, let me give you a first. So when we gave the riddle and I was getting ready for the news, Zia came in here and said the only let me give you the riddle again. The only answer, the riddle is, I sleep by day and fly at night, but I have no feathers to aid my flight. What am I? Zia came in here and told me the only answer she could think about is a ligaro. Oh, girl, I had to laugh. Zia, bless up herself. Ligaro didn't even cross my mind, you know.
Well,
but I don't
hope
find she
people would
like
be submitting that answer.
You never know. But she don't lie though. She ain't lie. That's a very plausible answer, Zia. You ain't far. Very plausible. Yeah. All right, let's see what's happening. So, somebody on WhatsApp says, good morning, Gavon. Somebody on WhatsApp says, I'm Batman. Why are they like this? Why my people like this? All right, let's see what's going on now. Okay, what is that? I'm gonna say, I'm Batman. All right, this person on WhatsApp says a bat. Somebody on Facebook also says a bat. I think I saw, who was it I saw said a bat this morning? Ingrid said a bat. I think I have a call coming in. Let's hear what this caller is saying. Good morning, caller.
A bat.
A bat?
Yeah, okay.
All right, thank you. All right, caller. This next WhatsApper says a bat. So far, I'm not seeing any voice notes with pictures to see who the winner is. There we go. All right, we have oh, she looks so pretty. It's a pity we can't throw up the picture.
Good morning. My name is Kaylee and the answer is bat.
All right, good morning, Kaylee.
Morning, Kaylee.
Bless up yourself, Kaylee. You look very pretty in your uniform.
Yeah,
this person's somebody says a bat and they sent a photo of a bat. I line all a good extra, you know. This next person.
Good morning. My name is Jason and the answer is the moon.
Jason says the moon. All right, Jason. Oh, okay. The moon. All right. This person's voice note.
Good morning. My name is Worship Pascal and the answer is all months have 28 days.
That is an old one. I think you might have played that old one.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes.
Good morning. My name is Marsha Pascal and the answer is a bat.
All right, thank you very much, Marisha. Bless up yourself. Hold on, I'm still playing the voice notes.
Good morning, my name is Shirley Benjamin. The answer is bat. Because we were there this morning.
Right. Answer is a bat. This next one, I'm loving the voice notes.
I am Zane Edwards. The riddle is a bat.
All right, Zane, thank you very much. Let me see, I think I have one more.
Good morning, my name is Karen Gooding, a bat.
Karen Gooding, I think that's what I heard. I think those are all the voice notes this morning, but the winner would... I just click on the one with that sent me the picture of the bat. The winner... Hold on, Olia. Looking for the winner. It's a pity we can't send up the picture. We'll blame the one in the pretty uniform.
Good morning. My name is Kaylee and the answer is bat.
Kaylee. So congratulations. Yes, that's the winner, Kaylee.
Hey, Kaylee, congratulations.
Congratulations to you. Bless up yourself, Kaylee. You look very pretty in your uniform. It's a pity we can't play it up. I put in Zia on blast again. Zia phone, not phoning. Zia's phone is not phoning. So unfortunately, we can't put up your picture. But nevertheless, you won the riddle this morning. The winner gets sleepy, eh? Yes?
Yeah, you get a pack of sleepy apples to share with your cousin and your little brother and sister.
Yes. So I'm going to forward your name to the relevant authorities, Kaylee. Congratulations to you. And thank you for participating. Thank you, Mommy and Daddy, for letting your children participate. You all know I love when the kids participate. It gives me pleasure to know that they're learning while watching TV. And that's why we're here.
We had 2 shares this morning. We can do better than that, family. 2 shares this morning.
Boss has spoken. The boss.
Yeah, we can do better than that. 2 shares under the live. Come on now.
Oswin watching from New York. Oswin, share it so your friends in New York can be a part of this morning's program as well. So share up the thing. Share the views. Hulk it up. Hulk up the views.
Yeah, man.
All right. Let me go. 16 and a half minutes after 7 o'clock. Time for us to get into our discussions this morning. I think this is one of my favorite parts of our program, Gary, the discussions that we have.
The discussions.
Yep. And first up this morning, Spice Mass launch on today's Tuesday, so Friday night was the official launch of 2022 Spice Mass, the first Spice Mass in 2 years. The last one we had was in 2019, and the official launch.
We're the first country in the region to be hosting Carnival after the lockdown ending.
Nah, man. I didn't think so.
I thought when I heard it, that didn't sound too right, but
no, that didn't sound right. I've seen footage, not just yesterday. I see somebody having a time. Where was it, boy?
Because Trinidad cannot be counted because Carnival was kind of in a bubble in Trinidad, ain't it? So
we count in Trinidad still.
Man. Trinidad operated under enough restrictions.
Okay, so you mean having a full-blown carnival without restrictions? That's what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly
possibly. Well, I'll look for it. It's quite possible we're the first to have carnival without restrictions. Okay, but I'll look for it. But it's possible. All right, so let's take in this clip from the launch held on Friday, and then we're going to discuss it after this. See, I find I'm hearing the clip. So while Zia works on that, let's discuss. No audio as yet. So hopefully she'll work on it and we can get back to the clip. But we can discuss. Did you tune into the launch? Did you attend the launch of Spice Mass, Gary?
Night of. You know, but the crowd didn't look too bad. I mean,
the crowd didn't look too bad, especially when the soca artists started performing. You know, anything we have in these days, everybody going because it's like we've been starved of it.
It's like that.
Still,
I'm not too sure. Hold on here. I might have a fix. I might have a temporary fix, or maybe not.
But excuse me, for those of you who tuned into the launch on Friday, or those of you who did not, I tuned in online. Listen, Blossom's still avoiding crowds, so Blossom is going to stay home, and as long as things are online, I'm going to enjoy them online. I'm not going to mix and mingle with known and unknown COVID cases, so Blossom is staying safe in she place. So just as how I took in Mayday at home, that's how I took in Spice Mass launch on Friday. And there were various aspects of Carnival on display. Big up the pan players, as always. Going to take the opportunity to big up my daughter, Summer. Good morning to you. She was one of the players for Angel Harps. So there were pan on display. I saw traditional mass. I saw shortney. I saw wild Indian. Of course, the jab was in full effect. And our soca artists were performing as well. And one of the highlights was the Queen contestants. They debuted the representatives of the different parishes, including Carriacou and PT Martinique, at Carnival launch on Friday. I was impressed. Some young girls, some pretty young girls. And they sounded intelligent. Let me see. I don't think I heard a little piece of bad English at all. So
you mean with the contestants?
With the contestants. That's what I look for. You know.
Since we're talking about the contestants, maybe Zia can pull that
maybe
one up, because that clip. Yeah, maybe.
I'm at a stage in my life. I don't want no worries, want no fight. I just wanna live my life right. Cause you're taking me to higher heights. A stage in my life where we just good vibes only and good times only. So stay away with your bad vibes, and that I say we don't have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 4, of course, Miss Carriacou and Petite Martinique, Himmelin Philip.
Stage in my life, I don't want no worries, want no fight. I don't want want no worries, want no fight. I just wanna live my life right. Cause Jaja taking me to higher heights. I spend in my life where it's just good vibes only and good times only.
And finally, Miss St. David, Tamara Mitchell.
No, man living it up, and every pocket must full, so we feeling it up. Me keep my dreams in my life, never giving it up. From the bottom to the top, me say me building it up. Me just a chill and just a hold a man. Bad mind, we want me no study.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some time and put that spot in your calendar. It's July 27th, Spice Basket. It's a Wednesday. Don't forget, it's a Wednesday. And we're going to have a National Carnival Queen Show, folks. Come on out and support.
A different night. It's no Majestic Wednesday. It might feel a bit odd. It's still in.
Did I hear Spice Basket?
Yes, Spice Basket. The SMC, they're trying to rearrange stuff and in an effort to better the Spice Mass product. So instead of going to the National Stadium and you're seeing few and far between people, they're going to kind of concentrate.
Make it a little bit more intimate.
Exactly. Concentrate the attendees. So it's at Spice Basket Wednesday, the last Wednesday in July. Any of the queens, that's what I should use, impressed you, Gary?
I wasn't really particularly zeroed in because I think I missed a few of the queens in the interest of time.
Right.
So I can't say I can't pick one. They all look beautiful and gracious and strutting their stuff, and you know what I mean. So we could just wish them all the best, But I like all of them. I like Carrie Cooper.
Yes, Carriacou is, but they're all pretty actually. St. David's with the dimples though. St. David's has some deep dimples there, as though the crown could just fit in she dimples. Bless up yourself. But the queens, they look exceptional. I'm loyal to a fault, so my support is for St. George. That's just two blossomies. But let me see. I like St. David.
I would like someone who've never won it before, aka Carriacou, to walk away with it. At least I don't think they have. I could be wrong. Or they'll beat me up if they have.
I don't think you're wrong. To the best of my knowledge, because I've been, following Queen Show. To the best of my knowledge, I don't think a representative from the Sister Isles has won the national.
Yeah, so I rooting for Carriacou.
You know what? I like the idea. Okay, all right, Gary.
Rooting for Carriacou, man.
Okay, fair enough.
But the minister made an interesting point during the launch, and I wanted us to listen to that during the clip, but unfortunately,
there's no audio in the clip. Zia said there's no audio in the clip.
Yeah, so I figured. She made a point that Carnival could very well be cancelled or put under strict restriction. Strict restriction? Is there such a thing? Anyways.
Yes.
Should they deem necessary for the safety of the public, all right? So my question to the public, really and truly, should Carnival be cancelled? Should cases continue to alarmingly increase? All right? What's your take on that? Because, they are saying that Carnival is so important for the economy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if things get, what's the word it does use?
Coconious.
If things get coconious, they might be forced to either cancel or to put it in a bubble.
All
right. By severely, restricting movements and so forth and so on. Yeah.
So that's what we're going to discuss for the next 5 minutes. Should Carnival be maybe not cancelled, but like Trinidad, have it in a bubble? I'm sure there are things we can do that we can still have, because we had plans in place. The SMC had plans in place. They were calling it Plan A. In the event that we still had restrictions, what was going to take place with all the events and how they were going to run out. But the lifting of the restrictions, we've now gone to Plan B. So in the event that we have a spike in cases, I think we can still revert to Plan A, because a cancellation, that might just cause riot. the way Grenadians have been hyping up and preparing for the return of Spice Mass, and I think they've programmed their minds that there's carnival this year. I've seen a lot.
I'm definitely with you on that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of pretty mass bands this year too as well, and some nice looking costumes. So with production already started, for you to come and tell me no, nah, we not time for that this year.
But in the interest of the general public, the safety of the general public.
Well, they could just do it on a scaled down basis. So share your thoughts with us, viewers and listeners. The landline number 435-2041. That's also the WhatsApp number. You can also send your voice notes and share your thoughts, weigh in on the issue. Respectful comments, please, and thank you. Not kind, but you know what I mean, just temper.
Yeah, keep it cordial, man.
Keep it cute. Yeah. All in all, I like to get a little emotional, but just keep it cute and respectful, and share your thoughts. In the event that there's a major spike in COVID-19 cases, what should the authorities do? Cancel, scale down, or keep as is in Plan B?
Yeah, man. Each man to himself. Yeah, you know what I mean. You gotta learn to live with COVID.
I guess that's what we're doing. Somebody on Facebook says, let's not get ahead of ourselves, people. COVID is still out there, and we have June and July to come. So we have 2 months.
That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Look at what's going on now. Imagine when June and July comes, what's
going to happen?
Could be done.
Hopefully,
what should be done.
It might scale back. Somebody else on Facebook says, I like that. Plan A. Keeping an eye on Plan B. Another Facebooker says, please wear your mask, social distance, and sanitize, and everything will be okay. We have a caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, doctor.
Morning, how you do?
I'm okay.
All right.
No, as far as I am concerned, no carnival.
Fair enough.
No carnival. People need to spend time knowing God. Forget the worldly things. People are living, people are dying younger and younger. People need to prepare to meet God. Too much worldly things, nothing about the soul. And when they die and they end up in hell now, there is nothing they could do about it. So I rather they don't know carnival, let people reflect on the spiritual life and give their life to Christ. And live a life that's pleasing to God. So much violence. You've got a condition of the world. So much violence. Some children upward. This is not time for this thing. This is time to reflect and get to know God. To change their
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, so somebody says no carnival, and I don't think it depends on COVID-19. She just says no carnival.
No. COVID and no carnival.
No carnival. Somebody else on Facebook says, people life more important than carnival.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Blossom.
How you do?
We call a guy GC or whatever.
Gary.
All right. Well, what I think, I'm an elderly citizen, and I live in Grenada. I know a long time, right? So I think for 1 year we didn't have carnival for not 1 year, one period in our time. We didn't have carnival for within 3 or 4 years. So carnival is not a problem. Know that they have an idea that it may happen or it may not happen. Carnival is not fish that you could buy it and go and you have it in the fridge or meat and it's going to spoil. So just make preparation with the things that you're doing, that it could cancel or it could happen. So all the costumes, everything you bear in mind that it may happen, but you go ahead. But from the time they say, well, we look at this, we cannot have the carnival. It shouldn't be a problem. Because the costumes are nothing that can spoil just so the wire bending. Certain things cannot spoil, but so don't make this preparation big like it's going to happen. Because we already have an indication that it may not happen. So let's relax. Look at it. The big problem they had created to not to go to Grenville and jump in the river and do all this kind of crazy thing we was doing. Look at it. Carnival come back within.
Okay.
So why do all these things?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So what am I gathering here? Cancel if need be, right?
Yeah, cancel if need be. Just don't go too big because you never know what will happen.
Don't get all your hopes up too high and be open-minded.
So
and
those of you who making costumes, if you are planning on making 20, maybe make 10 just in case.
or be of the open mind that, hey, that might just stay here till next year.
Next year, please.
You understand?
Somebody on WhatsApp says, we used to get positivity breakdown on vaccinated and unvaccinated. I know they still collect that data. Why are we not seeing it in public? This could help guide the carnival policy. I guess because it doesn't matter, maybe, to them. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, many people overseas have already booked to return home for carnival. To cancel it would not be good. On the other hand, Grenadians are lawless.
Cancel it, just come home and relax.
Come and chill on the beach. On the other hand, Grenadians are lawless. They will still dress and parade the streets, scale down, like they've been doing for the past 2 years in the event. So let's see what happens. Speaking of people coming from overseas, yesterday I saw some information from Spice Mass Corporation. Lies. The GTA, the Tourism Authority, that they've made arrangements to have flights come from Canada. You know, there have been this big hullabaloo in relation to the cancellation of
flights.
Air Canada, extending the time that they will be offering straight flights to Grenada until October. And according to the GTA...
So that has been rectified.
According to the GTA. I think it was the GTA I saw it. I will have to look for it. And I'm trying to remember the airline, you know. Hold on.
Oh, so it's a different airline?
It's a different airline. Air Canada say all they win a time to reach date until October. And they say, authorities say, let's see what we can do. Okay, there we go.
I'm trying to remember the other airline in Canada.
Spice Mass Corporation. They said the new Caribbean Airlines flights available in August for Spice Mass. So those of you who want to come home straight from Canada, Caribbean Airlines will be offering 2 return flights, the 3rd and the 4th, and the 10th and the 11th.
Oh, there you go.
10th and the 11th are the return flights. So the 3rd and the 4th of August are the flights coming into Grenada, and 10th and 11th when you depart. So if you're thinking of how you're coming home for Spice Mass, Caribbean Airlines, I suggest you book now.
I would not worry about how I'm leaving. I would just worry about how
you're coming.
So yeah, just worry about how you're coming. Once you get here, your problem solved. How you get back home, that's secondary.
So viewers and listeners in Canada, just check out the website Caribbean-Airlines.com and book your flights. I suggest you don't wait, just in case it just might be booked up since the announcement was made 18 hours ago. So if you're thinking about it, set up all yourself.
Yeah. We got some live performances from Saturday night. Friday night, was it?
Friday
night. We got some little Natty and Thunder lined up. But before we get to that, help is needed. Another missing teen. Police are seeking the assistance of the general public.
She was found.
Oh, scratch that.
Scratch that. She was found. And apparently she was found, the news release from the RGPF came out yesterday. And apparently she was found on Saturday or Sunday. So she was found before the news release.
That's been that long?
Apparently.
Are they behind time, bro?
It's not you. It's the police. And people were quarreling because GBN posted it on the Facebook page. Other media houses picked it up. And they were saying how the child reached home long and why we still posting it. But it's the information. It's the information we got from the police. It's when we got it. And the post on GBN page came out.
Come on now, RGPF. Voice that, man. You can't send us stale news, man.
I don't know what was the lapse in communication with the RGPF.
The real stale news is sending us and making us figure the thing fresh.
And making us look bad because people were like, why are we posting it and a young girl reached back home? But it's not
Blossom,
us.
I'm happy that you've gotten to save us face. You know what I mean?
No problem. Happy to help.
Yeah.
So
I'm happy that she's home and home safe, right?
Exactly. And a comment I saw as well, before we go to the performance of Natty and Thunder, a comment I saw as well that one day Grenadians will not take a missing person report seriously, and it would need to be taken seriously.
You ever heard the story of Cry Wolf? You ever heard the story?
Yes, I have.
Where this man always ran into the village crying wolf. And on the third time, it was really a wolf, and no one came to his rescue. And that's you all know what happened after that, right?
Exactly.
The story of Cry Wolf. Yeah, we hoping that it doesn't get to that stage. Yeah,
I hope as well. I always take them seriously. I don't care the age. I don't care where they come from. Sometimes I see repeat missing teens, but I take them seriously because you never know. It just might be one day when it may turn out not so well, that he or she may not be safe.
God forbid.
So happy that the teenager has since been located and returned to her family. All right, let's get to the live performance. Time to...
Rubbing all over the tongue. That is how we fun. Everybody! We're foreigners from all over. They're coming down to Grenada. I hear they like in the jam. Like in the spice man. Put your hand up in the air. 1, 2. They can't wait for us to. They can't wait for us to. Everybody know. Come. With the gas, they can't wait for us to come home. They can't wait. Why are you there? I run come. So everybody get hey, get in your section, get in your life. I follow the mass going, now we going. Just follow the mass. Listen, get in your section, get in your direction. Get in your section, get in. Why? No follow the mass. Get in the section. Listen, let me hear. They say we have it. I kinda have it. But while they're talking, the table knocking. You can give us love. You never the plane. Hey, well we don't do what we like. Hey, and we don't mash it up anyway. On the road is every day like the jam style. Hey, and you can make us out anyway. On the road is level. We come with that tall. We get it all over the town. Sing the war. We're foreigners from all over. They're coming up to Grenada. And yes, they like in the jam. Yes, they like in the spice mass. Are you ready for carnival?
Oh, sorry. I was all up in it and I forgot myself. Zia, you catch me, man. Zia, catch me with my wildness. Lil Natty and then at the launch of the Spice Mass last Friday. That's just a taste. Happy to see the guys still together. There have been a lot of talks and a lot of maybe calls, recommendations for them to separate, but I'm glad to see they remain Lil Natty and Thunder.
What talk was there? I didn't pick up any talk about that.
When Lil Natty and Thunder just came out, people were asking, are they going to split up, are they going to separate? And even as recent as 2019, last carnival, people were saying they should separate, but I'm glad to see that they stuck together. I think they do well for each other.
Electrifying, separating, looking at you and Thunder and separating.
I agree. I think both duos, they balance each other out. Both artists balance each other out with energy and vibes, and it's
all you know what happened to NSYNC and then when they try to separate,
you're better together, let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, you know what? Let's take a break and pay some bills, and then we're gonna come back inside with some more vibes here on Good Morning Grenada. Don't move. Classic 105 Hot 98 GBN. We're starting your Tuesdays off right.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center, a natural health store. Check out our our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox, your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
We're back inside. Good morning, Grenada. Classic 105, Hot 98, Blossy Bloss, and the one and only Gary, Mr. Smooth. Which one? Which country? Which island has the best girls?
Which country? Which parish have the best? I'm more concerned of which parish have the best.
Let me start by the country. Which country? Take your time. I say it.
Grenada, of course.
Okay, and then which parish? Take your time again.
I'm still trying to figure that out. It's been a few years now. Many years, in fact, I've been trying to, but I am leaning towards country girls.
Which parish your wife came from?
Country.
Okay, that's why I'm saying country. I agree with you.
Long I've been of the opinion country women, the best women. Yeah.
Country could be anything, and to me, anything out of St. George is country. So, which you wanna narrow it down for me?
Grenville, St. Patrick's, Guam, them places, yeah.
Hey, well, that kind of girls. Okay, country girls it is, ma.
Yeah,
all right, boss.
Country girls, I'm telling you.
All right, why? What make them the best? Watch our whole conversation. Watch our whole conversation.
Let me move on, eh? I don't know. You're trying to put me crossways in cold belly here this morning. This
great.
Isn't happening. Not this morning. No, sir.
I was coming to defend the tongue girls. You see, I was waiting for you.
They could cook real good.
I knew that's where you was going. I knew it. I knew that's where you were going. It's alright. It's okay. I'll put on a pot for you.
Come home, hot right off the stove.
Alright, don't worry. I'll put on a food for you. There you go. One there. I'll put on one nice ramen. You go wonder. All right, let's go.
When I blossom, don't get tired in the ancestry come from country. No, get tired.
Fair enough. That's why I didn't debate. My family is from St. David's, so mommy and them from St. David's. So that's why I ain't saying nothing because my St. David's root strong. Bless up all itself. I think I have some family in St. Patrick as well too. So I ain't gonna debate too hard.
No, you can't debate that.
All right, what we going in now?
Well, I'm happy for the students. The exams being pushed back. I'm just trying to put myself in their shoes. That should be a breath of fresh air.
Yes. CSEC exams have been pushed back by 3 weeks. They were scheduled to start actually this week, the first week in May. I think it's the first week in May they were scheduled to start, but CXC has announced that they've delayed it a little bit following calls from a few people for its delay. So let's go to that news story, that clip, and then we're going to talk afterwards. right, it seems as though that one working with us this morning. What's going on this morning, bae? What happening, bae? We will try to sort it out, but it didn't look like the
audio again, bae?
No audio again. And we go out to blame you, Gary. Hold on.
I figure.
I figure out to blame you. Hold on, wait. Watch me take out myself. Usually Gary organizes the clips. Just in case the boss watching.
Anyhow.
Oh, great.
See, I keep the clip running in the background. Please, thank you.
Yeah,
we're going to narrate.
Show the covers and we'll just talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to narrate. Boy, I tell you, when it rains, it pours.
Yes, it does. But that's the beauty of having two hosts that we can discuss these things if technology doesn't work with us.
Correct is right. So, what I thought was rather interesting too, for those students who would have submitted their assignments, what you call them again?
SBAs.
Mm-hmm. They can recall them.
All right.
If they think it would have been probably a little bit rushed, or if they felt that they need a little bit more time to do some more research and a little bit more work. So I'm sure a lot of students are pretty much elated over that bit of news,
Yeah. Sometimes when you hand up an assignment is when you check, could I do this and could I do that? Why I didn't do that?
Yeah.
So this is a good opportunity.
Legal reason to go
recall
back.
It. Yes, they have the permission and the ability
to
recall SBAs that have been submitted, do some extra work on them because the extension also applies to the submission of SBAs. So that's good for them. For the students.
Kids, I think all are happy. I think
hopefully. I guess a lot of students would have wanted more time, but at least 3 weeks is better than no extra weeks for studying and preparing for your exams. Good luck to all our students who are sitting CSEC exams this year. All the best. Results are expected in September, so hold your head down. It's been a kind of 2 years, I know, but try your very best, and good luck to everybody. CPEA takes place, if not this week, next week, please the Lord, If not this week, next week, please the Lord. So good luck to all our CPEA students
as well. Good luck to all the students, man.
Yes. All right.
I know it's a nerve-wracking season for you all where exam is concerned, but you're going to be okay. Just trust in the Most High.
Amen.
And all the work and effort you've put in wasn't for naught. You know what I mean? So have some faith.
Somebody on Facebook is inquiring, is it a good thing for results of exams to be coming out late August or September? I guess it's the best they can do under the circumstances. Last year they came out late. Last year they came out October-ish, I believe it was, until some students, they didn't have enough time to sign up for TAMCC because of how late the results came out last year. So August, September is still earlier than last year. So I guess we're making progress to an extent.
To an extent.
To an extent. It may not be ideal, but I guess under the circumstances with COVID-19 being blamed for everything else, is the best they can do.
I'm scrolling down to the list of my program here, Blossy, and just in passing, I understand with the issue in the BVI, with the leader there, the premier there, being charged for, of course, cocaine charges, of course. So UK is set to impose direct rule on the island.
I saw that report as well.
Yeah. I guess when you can't manage your own affairs,
somebody has to do it for you.
Somebody have to do it for you. And, if mommy leave you in charge, if the boss leave you in charge of his business and you're not running it properly, the boss going to come back and run it for himself.
Well, they got to do what they got to do.
That's kind of
the BVI is a representative of the UK, and it can be embarrassing me like that. For those of you who missed it, the Premier, which is the highest office in the BVI, British Virgin Islands, he, as well as the director at the port in BVI and her son, were arrested for trafficking. Yes, a whole female. They were arrested and charged for smuggling and trafficking cocaine using the BVI ports between the BVI and the US. They were arrested in the US. Actually, and I saw a report that the BVI was, the premier, he was asking for like immediate release because of, oh gosh, how do they call it again? Diplomatic immunity, boy? Meaning because I'm the boss in the BVI, all they can just arrest me.
Diplomatic immunity material.
Yeah, they stay in the prison. I mean,
diplomatic immunity.
Yeah, you do illegal stuff, you stand the consequences.
Yeah. Is that same diplomatic position you have that made you figure you could do something like that and get away with it?
It's facts.
You understand?
Facts. Let's stay there. Lost BVI people. If I'm offending you, if we're offending you, so be it. But
can't be sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say we apologize, but then I took it back.
Can't be sorry.
You do illegal things, you stand the consequences. Let this be a lesson to you, children. Find the straight and narrow and stay on it. Illegal activities never pay. They never. Eventually, it catches up to you, and it just might be.
Well, as we get ready for Spice Mass 2022, we got some Ronnie J, another live performance out of the Carnival launch on Friday. Let's check it out, shall we, Bloss?
Yes, we shall.
Here we go. Not say it up. Not say it up. Not say it up. Are you ready? Go get it left. I don't get it left. 1, 2, 1, 2. I say I run it up in the van. I don't get it left. Go sleep in tomorrow night. I don't get it left. Tap me up with the oil. I don't get it left. The doctor diagnosed with some kind of old sickness. See me again. See me I up in it. I tell you, see me again. See me again. See me. One drop. Jab talking up Mosey. Jab getting on nosy. Jab turn up on top this speaker. Getting on like it's Susie. Jab jump on me, chuck the MC, but Lord boy worry. Hey, hands up in the air. Take a shot at it. If getting wrong, I should take it. Say beat it hard. I can stay over. Say jam a girl. Who make this sickness with it? I tell you, selfish me. And I'm not. I run it down in the van. I don't get in left. Go sleep in tomorrow night. I don't get in. Tap me up with the oil, I don't get in left. The doctor diagnosed with some kind of old sickness. See me ya, see me ya, see me ya. I hope in it, I tell you, see me ya, see me again, see me. Look, right up. If you're ready for Spice Mass, say yeah, yeah. If you're ready to get on board on the road, say yeah, yeah. Look, somebody say selfish in me mouth. Selfish in me mouth. I tell you, selfish in me mouth. I want to tell you to do something for me. Right now we're going to pump some fists in the air. Are you ready? We're going to pump some fists. Get ready to pump. Ready to pump. Get ready to pump. Get ready to pump. One. Get ready.
Many years in?
Yes, he has been a consistent.
2 years, I should say, not many years.
He has been consistent from the first time I saw him. The song he did was what's his name again? Party Lies, which is still one of my favorites from Rooney. He's the Reigning Road March King. So let's see what he brings. He's been spilling out the music even during COVID. So he's staying relevant and staying active. And bless up yourself, Rooney J. Good morning to you. And bless up. Big up Guav. I had a big up Guav in the process as well. He's a St. John man. So bless up yourself, Rooney. Have yourself a good season. Yep.
Yeah, man. So we're on the inside. We're getting ready to wrap things up. But before we wrap this up, we just came out of an extended weekend. You understand? And we can count how many accidents we had over the weekend.
Real.
You know what I mean?
Real.
So we have a kind of summary of some of the road incidents over the weekend. You know, that gives you an idea as to how the weekend really was. You know, as far as, of course, drivers on the nation's black carpet is concerned.
Exactly, and I said yesterday, things have a way of happening, especially around holidays and stuff, and it's like we're not careful as we should be, and not as careful as we should be, especially around this time. We drinking and driving, we having a ball, we cruising, we just sometimes not paying close attention as we should on the nation's road. Look, a hold down the pole in Calivini. There was the accident in Munjaloo.
Are we playing those clips?
Yes, we are. We are.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Z on top of things. She on top of things.
Yeah, look at that. But nice vehicles too, you know?
Exactly. I saw a brand new PAX, which is a recently put on the road vehicle. And
you understand?
Yeah, but
still have the plastic on the seats.
You understand?
Still smelling new.
Insurance probably not even filed as yet for sit new.
You understand?
Yeah. So a lot of people were they were forced to stay home because they didn't have transport. Maybe that wasn't the best for them, but please, guys.
Yeah. So it was rather sad weekend as far as accidents on the nation's road is concerned.
Thankfully, there were no fatalities.
Thankfully, evidence of the fact that when you're going out to party and Dingoli, have a designated driver.
Amen.
We would not judge you all to suggest that alcohol is the sole reason for those accidents, but we can reasonably conclude that alcohol was somehow
it played a factor.
part in all of this mayhem.
It played a part, as well as lack of sleep. Because some of these accidents happen. In truth, some of them happen like early Monday morning. In the wee hours of Monday after a night of fetting. And I still don't know why people try to drive home after your fet, feeling like you're fetting since, let's say, 10 o'clock the night before. It's 8 o'clock the next morning, almost 12 hours in the fet. And you feel like you're able to drive home without falling asleep or tired up.
Hey, listen,
doesn't work.
all you pull aside.
Yeah.
If you're feeling sleepy, don't risk it. Don't chance it at all.
Even if you're not feeling sleepy.
Even if it's for 10 minutes, take a little sleep. You understand? And then go again.
Exactly.
You understand? Because trust me, sometimes you might go to sleep behind your wheel and never wake up.
Amen. We need to be extra careful on the black carpet, as Gary said.
It's not easy either, ain't it? Driving behind your wheels and you're falling asleep. You find yourself, you remember yourself 2 blocks up the road, and then then all of a sudden you're down 2 blocks and you don't remember passing the last 2 blocks here.
Yeah, somebody else. But wait now. When I reach by here, so because you didn't know you fall asleep. Somebody on Facebook says too much drinking and driving. Yeah, it happens often, and we don't necessarily mean you have to be drunk, you know. But sometimes even one beer or one cocktail might just be the influencing factor in how you able to drive on the nation's road. You don't have to be drunk for me to say you're drinking and driving.
Thing just starting up.
Thing just starting up. So just, be mindful. Look, these people without vehicles, some of them look like they're written off. So you won't have vehicles for the next few weeks. Carnival coming, you don't know what's going to be happening. Just take all the time on People Road. As we wrap up, Gary, somebody pointed out something on WhatsApp in relation to the delay of CSEC exams. Somebody pointed out, consider the impact that the 3 weeks create. It means that all internal school exams will be delayed, all graduations have to change, etc. If Grenada asked for an extension, would it have been granted? It would delay, I'm sure it would delay. Actually, just the other day, I saw one of the secondary schools having a graduation for last year. The other day, as in May, so maybe sometime in April.
I thought it was strange because I drove down, it was Friday evening, and I just asked my wife, is that last assembly I just noticed there with all the graffiti on the shirts and thing, what going on?
Quite possible. Yeah. It's what's been happening, and it's because of the times too. We just need to be mindful and appreciate what it means for us. Yes, it will delay some things, but some of our CSEC students would be grateful nevertheless.
All your good luck, eh?
Good luck in all your exams and all our students. All right, so this is where we're going to end this morning's program. Gary, tomorrow, please, we really need to see if we could do a tune for tune. I feel like...
I'm missing the tune for tune.
I'm missing the tune for tune.
I'm missing it.
I mean, I'm grateful because I don't have to hurt your feelings when I win. So, I'm grateful that I don't have to hurt your feelings. But other than that, I feel like, we need to come back. So by tomorrow, please a lot.
Listen, tune for tune. Tune for tune is going to return.
I could talk a good game and don't get tired of me. Tune for tune. Tomorrow, please, we will try extra special. Make extra efforts to have tune for tune tomorrow, please. It's about time Gary gets some licks. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens tomorrow, please.
We see about that.
Thank you very much, Gary. Enjoy the rest of your terrific Tuesday. Hot listeners, keep it locked right there to 98.5, 98.7. Gary continues with the vibes. For those of you on Classic 105, we turn to the BBC for its midday newscast. Thank you very much for starting your Tuesday with us here on Classic GBN Hot 98. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, Gary. Same time, same place tomorrow, God willing.